the devastating flash floods that ravaged parts of the Valencia region nearly 3 months ago, transforming streets into raging rivers, sweeping away countless cars, and tragically claiming the lives of over 220 people, remain a stark and painful memory for many. This catastrophic event, the worst natural disaster to strike Spain this century, left an indelible mark on the region, a scar etched deep into the collective consciousness. While the focus should have remained solely on the immense suffering and the monumental task of recovery and rebuilding, a different narrative unexpectedly unfolded. The lens of public scrutiny shifted, ironically, to José Marí Olano, a People's Party (PP) councillor, whose actions during a live-streamed council session inadvertently captured the nation's attention and outrage. According to the news website El Diario, Olano was caught on camera, seemingly browsing an online wine and spirits retailer, nonchalantly adding bottles to his virtual shopping basket. This jarring juxtaposition of personal indulgence against the backdrop of a recent tragedy sparked a firestorm of criticism and highlighted a perceived lack of sensitivity and empathy from those in positions of power. The incident served as a stark reminder of the disconnect that can exist between the governing elite and the SA. Olano's actions, captured on the live stream, quickly went viral, becoming a subject of intense public debate and derision. He later issued a public apology, attempting to mitigate the damage caused by his perceived insensitivity, but the damage was done. The incident overshadows the ongoing efforts to aid the flood victims and rebuild communities shattered by the disaster. His actions became a symbol of the perceived indifference and detachment of some politicians, a stark contrast to the grief and hardship experienced by the flood survivors. Olano's incident is not an isolated case, it's symptomatic of a broader issue. He is the latest PP politician in Valencia to face public backlash. The floodwaters hadn't even fully receded before Regional President Carlos Mazón became embroiled in controversy over his 3-hour lunch break on the very day the floods were at their peak. This sparked widespread protests across the region, with tens of thousands taking to the streets demanding Mazón's resignation. The public outcry reflects a deep-seated frustration with what is perceived as a lack of leadership and responsiveness during a time of profound crisis. The contrasting images, the devastation wrought by the floods, and the seemingly oblivious behavior of some politicians created a powerful and deeply unsettling narrative. The juxtaposition served as a potent symbol of the disconnect between the privileged few and the struggling many, highlighting the need for greater accountability and empathy from those entrusted with the responsibility of governing. The echoes of the floodwaters are still being felt, not just in the physical landscape but also in the political climate, leaving a lingering sense of unease and questioning the priorities of those in power. The apology from Olano, though offered, did little to quell the widespread anger and disappointment felt by the public. The incident remains a cautionary tale of the potential consequences of perceived insensitivity in the face of widespread suffering.